The power of the internet is absolutely insane, especially nowadays when you consider all the capabilities that are enabled through AI. So AI and Shopify, for me personally, are the things that I'm just locked into. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a behind the scenes look into how we're using AI and e-commerce to scale brands to 10K per day. I'm going to keep this video very simple and straightforward to save you guys time, and also because you would be surprised at how simple something like this can be. Now, if you take a look at my screen, you can see yesterday we spent about $4,000 here and made back over $10,000 on Meta. So here's some of the things that you need to take into consideration if you're planning to scale to this extent, because I could not do this by myself right now. Like right now, you got to understand, I have a team behind me. Like I have a media buyer, I have incredible brands with incredible teams that we're working with. I have a COO. We have interns. We're really bossed up right now. You can probably sense the excitement in my voice, and it's because I'm just really grateful to be in this position. But I just want to tell you that it doesn't happen overnight, okay? It takes a very long time, but you got to stay locked in. But to give you some actual practical advice on what this looks like, first of all, let's talk about the product. I'm not going to show you the product because that's confidential, but I will say that it's not anything revolutionary. It's pretty much a traditional dropshipping product that just became a real brand. So this is why I'm still vouching for dropshipping as a great beginner business model, because you can actually take it to the next level by private labeling your products, by setting up better operations, building your team, kind of like how I'm talking about, and then really being able to build it into a brand. A lot of times we overcomplicate things, and trust me, I am so guilty of doing this. Every time I have something working, I start thinking of ways to just make it fancier and better. But the reality is, if something's working, you should double down and improve things without really making significant changes, right? Because here's the thing you got to consider. Sometimes when you make really big changes, things can fall apart and then you just don't know exactly where you went wrong. But if you're just making little changes, little by little, and continuing to double down on what works, you'll be able to really capitalize on it. Now, typically, whenever we're scaling like this with Meta, which is our favorite ad platform, not gonna lie, Meta is still the king in terms of advertising. We separate things into many different segments, and it is a lot of creative testing. However, creative testing doesn't take up the majority of our budget. And if you kind of look at this, you see that it's kind of segmented. So this is sort of the approach you got to take. For example, on the main meaty campaign here, the main campaign that's getting the most sales, we're testing a lot of different interests. And you would be surprised. Again, a lot of people say, don't test interests, keep things broad. But that's not how you get the highest return on ad spend. So here we have many broad interests that are relevant to the brand. We have lookalike audiences. We have customer email list audiences. Again, all sorts of audiences that you can imagine. And some of the highest ROAS interests here are actually ones that are not even that broad. So this one right here, for example, is at a 16 ROAS, and it's like 6 million people in it. So it's not like a 100 million audience. And of course, this is something you got to consider too. Whenever you are testing smaller audiences, you will cap those out sooner. But you will make more profit if you're still testing them, right? So it doesn't matter. A lot of people worry too much about the scalability of an audience before even testing anything. So yes, have some things that are super broad that you can scale for years, basically, but also have some things that you can scale for a couple months that are gonna make you like 70% profit through your return on ad spend being super high. Now, I know that this video is pretty high level. A lot of you guys are not gonna understand the stuff that I'm talking about, but basically what I'm saying here is just don't overthink it. Keep things very simple. You can look through my content on YouTube. I've showed you how to run ads in so many videos, like how to actually launch step by step, but we also have the Shopify brand starter kit. And in this, you not only get an optimized Shopify template that you can just plug and play with any product that you wanna sell, but you also get the brand starter kit course, which includes Facebook ad tutorials, even a few scaling tutorials. And it's only $20 right now. It's actually the craziest value in the whole entire e-commerce space. I can guarantee you that. So use this as motivation to really take this seriously, guys. Make sure you're actively testing things more than you're consuming content on social media. That's why I love making short videos, even though I make videos every day, right? I think it's good to learn a little bit every day, but I don't think you should be spending like 3-4 hours watching content every day. That's not actually doing you any favors. You're getting analysis paralysis. Make sure you're working mainly and maybe spending 30 minutes a day learning. And that's why this channel is perfect for that. But with that said, again, don't be afraid to keep testing audiences, even though people tell you not to do it. do it. It clearly works. I can tell you that from tangible evidence that I have. And here's a big golden nugget that I want to give you. Something that a lot of people don't do, which is super surprising, especially the dropshipping stores, is test different countries. You don't need a separate store necessarily to test a different country. Now, if you really want to take it to the next level, you should start a separate store aimed at a specific country, but you don't need to do that. If you're a little bit lazy, just make ads in different languages and you will be very pleasantly surprised with the results. As you see here, some of these countries, for example, are getting $1 cost per purchase. I haven't seen this since like 2018. And I would advise you to keep that separate in a separate campaign so that you keep things very organized. Again, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the master meta ads guy here. I do have an expert level understanding of it, but we have an incredible media buyer on our team that is just really crushing it right now. But hopefully this was valuable to some of you guys out there that are in a position where you can start scaling. Obviously the first step is just to launch, so make sure you grab the Ultimate Brand Starter Kit if you haven't even started yet. That'll be a great incentive for you to get started. Pay $20, get a little bit of a commitment going without really financially burdening you in any sort of way, and get your business up and running. I'm telling you, with this kit and this information, you can grow any business. Literally, whatever it is that you're selling that has some sort of demand, you can scale through the advice that I just gave you in this video, and also through the Brand Starter Kit content, as well as the template that we give you. So just wanted to get this out there today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some sort of value. If you did, subscribe to the channel, join the live streams, join the Discord, check out all the links in the description, start your store, man. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys in the next video. Peace.